Hi guys, I posted a vlog on my YouTube account a few months ago about bullying. This is my second video. I just kind of wanted to talk about sexuality and barriers and stereotypes. I feel that, we as a society put people into boxes before we even know them. And for example, I'm gay. Um, I or bisexual, whatever way you want to put it. I mean, I'm into women. Um, yeah. Um, and when people ask, what's my sexual orientation, I don't really know because I think I definitely sway more to the women's side, but I do like guys, but it's not the same feeling as I get with a girl. Um, so yeah, I want to say a bit about definitions as well because I feel like we put ourselves into boxes and we don't let ourselves be just us as humans, because that's what we are. We stereotype ourselves, and that's the first thing we do when we get to know someone is ask, where they're from, how old are they, and we already analyse them in our own brains. And I feel like, we shouldn't have to keep putting stereotypes on everything. Um, yeah. I mean, sorry. Yeah. I think it's quite important that we actually talk to someone and understand who they are instead of saying, so what are you? I mean, for me recently I've been getting asked a lot, are you gay, bisexual? And I do say bisexual, but I think I'm gay. Well, I'm gay, so yeah. Um, I think it definitely took me a long time to understand it and realise it fully. And I can understand why people put each other into stereotypes because they don't understand for themselves, or they understand it better when it is in a stereotype. And I feel quite offended if someone, says to me, "Oh, so are you, bisexual?" Or not offended, but just, why does it have to be a box I have to be put in all the time? Because I'm just me and I'm a person and I just have feelings, you know. Um, but yeah, I understand the whole stereotyping and boxing thing because I have to admit I used to do it too. I used to say, why are you straight, gay, bi? But I understand that's a way that I would sort of understand a person. Um, yeah, a lot of people have been asking about how I knew I was gay too. I've probably always known, but it's just been one of those things that you don't want to, tell anyone or bring out or accept, and I didn't accept myself for a long time. And that's what I've learned in the past, I'd say 6 months, is I've accepted myself and I've accepted who I am, um, and that I have a different preference to a lot of people, but I'm okay with that. Um, and I realised to myself when I was 14, um, but as there was not a lot of gay or lesbian or bisexual people at my school at all, there wasn't any. It was a Catholic school and no one spoke about that kind of thing. It was kind of a taboo. It wasn't, talked about. So I didn't talk about it, and because I never felt like it was right. I never felt like I could be accepted if that's who I was. And I think that's terrible for a 14-year-old to have to think about. And I think as I've grown up, I've realised that it's okay to be who you are. And, luckily, recently I told my parents that I'm into girls, and they gave me a lot of support. And I know it's not what every teen girl goes through, and it can be really tough for people. I think, being honest with those who are around you and that you love is the best thing, because then they understand you more and you start to connect on a different level. Like when I told my best friends, they were so supportive, and I couldn't have asked for better friends. And I'd also like to thank Kaylin and Lucy, because their courage has been amazing for me. I started watching their videos maybe a year ago now, and yeah, they've helped me to realise that's okay, and that lifestyle of being together as a couple, two women, is completely okay too. And yeah, and Ellen DeGeneres, she's brilliant. She's one of my role models. Angelina Jolie is one of my role models too, for the simple fact that she is just amazing in every way. But yeah, I love Ellen. She defines woman for me, you know. She's strong, she's courageous, she's outspoken, she's funny. She has an opinion that she's not afraid to share, and I think that's wonderful. I think we should all have that. I think we should all be able to voice our opinions and not be afraid of what someone else will think or what someone else will say. So yeah, when I told my friends and my family, everyone was amazing. I told my mum before I told my dad, but it was never I just said I don't really know, and I broke down in tears, and it was horrible. That was probably about 6 months ago now, and then I told them, and she kind of just didn't know what to say, and I was just crying, and then maybe a month ago now, I told them, just over a month maybe, I told them, I think it was just before my 17th birthday, told them when they were both together, well, my dad came into the conversation too, and they basically just said, I love and accept you for you, and that made me feel so good about myself, to know that my parents, because I didn't really know how my dad would react, and he's been brilliant too, and everyone's been great. And I've been a lot more open with my parents about it as well, and friends, and yeah, my closest friends have been brilliant too. They've been really supportive and, so interested as well. And yeah, amazing. So I'd say to all of the young girls out there who are going through the same thing, not to feel, categorized, and don't let people's opinions of gays or lesbians or bisexuals put you, to feel that it's not okay to be you, because it's definitely okay to be you, and everyone is completely different. And what's normal? There is nothing that's normal, because everyone is completely different, and so many people try and put themselves in boxes, and just don't be one of those people, really. Just be you, and that's the best that's the best you can be. As long as you're honest about who you are, then yeah, that's all you can, that's the only person that people will love you for, is you, and the true you. And I've learnt the true me is much more complex than I thought. But that's okay. That's definitely okay. So yeah, comment on this video if you watch it. If you have a story to tell as well, message me. If you want to talk, message me. Yeah, thank you for taking the time to watch another one of my videos.